Today marks the beginning of the vlog where I finish my editing project. I also feel like I look a little bit like a grandma today. Maybe like a librarian. But yeah, let's get started. It's 4:30. My dog is barking. She's been barking probably for a half hour because she wants me to come in. And so I'm finally gonna go inside and take a break. I'm not feeling confident in this draft. Something's missing. It's this freaking ending. I don't know why the ending is so hard, but it's fine. Okay, hi guys. So this is the vlog where I am prepping for the scavenger hunt reveal for my book that's coming out in August. And I'm doing the first book title reveal on Sunday, but on Friday I'm doing like this. I hope you can hear me. I have no idea where the mic is. I hope I'm not covering it up. On Friday I'm doing the title reveal scavenger hunt. So right now I'm actually making the graphics. And that is something that's going to take a lot of time. Fortunately for me, I have a lot of letters that are the same in this. 2 words in it are very similar. So fortunately it's not going to be as difficult as I think, but let me give you a sneak peek of what it looks like. So depending on if people want to make their own graphic, this is what like the kind of letter thing I think I was going to use. And then we're going to do like a hangman thing. So like right here is an E. So this is what everybody's would look like. They would have their own each individual little hangman thing. And then readers would go through and like piece it together themselves. I was playing around with the idea of scrambling the letters, like not giving them in order or not saying what number the letter is, or what was I going to do? Like I was going to make it a little bit more difficult, and like no, let's make it kind of more simple. And so like this person's like, I have letter number 2 in the lineup. For letter number 3, go and check out this person's post. So anybody who's dedicated can work their way through the line and put the title together themselves and know it a few days early. I think it's so fun. It looks like I am shirtless. The problem is this top is like the same color as my skin, so it just looks wild. So I think it's fun. I'm really excited to see how it works. I've never done this before. I haven't seen this done before. Somebody might have done it, but I just haven't seen it. So I'm really excited. That's what I'm doing. It's 2:30 in the morning. 2:38. Yep. Let's go. I'm also recording this on my phone. I don't have my camera. I forgot to mention that. It's out in my shed. Oh well. So I have gone through and I have made all the graphics and typed up the post, the email that needs to go out. And I also typed up the post, the part in the caption that others will post. So like my letter is number 16 in the Sarah May Sutton title reveal scavenger hunt, and make sure you head over to an account for letter 17. And then I have like specific tags. I need to make sure there's no typos. I didn't think of that. And then now I have to draft up all of the emails and schedule those so they'll send it all at the same time on May 10th. That will be 20 emails that I have to draft. So I might as well do it now. And then probably go to bed. So yay. So I just got everything in like the main post I wanted to copy and paste, because for the most part I can copy and paste, but I have to do like specific like whose Instagram handle. I need to change that for every single person. That way everybody's not linking to the same person. But otherwise, the overall body of the email stayed the same. So I just finished drafting that, and I just realized that my form did not collect emails. So so what I'm gonna have to do, I think, is just, this really looks like I have no shirt on. I swear I do. What I'm gonna have to do is go through and message everybody on Instagram. Send them the info and the pictures through Instagram, because my form did not collect emails. I'm such a dummy. And honestly, that is my mistake. I remember hitting the don't collect emails because I didn't think it was necessary, because I'm like, oh no, I'm just going to use it on Instagram. I'm not going to need their email. Yeah, Sarah, how else were you going to send them their pictures that they're supposed to post? There was bound to be one hiccup in the road, right? One bump in the road. That's the phrase. There was bound to be something. Except now I can't draft the emails ahead of time. I can't draft anything on Instagram ahead of time. So on Wednesday, I'm literally just going to sit down and copy and paste for 20 different messages. Oy vey. So, hi, vlog. Hello. Right now, it is May 10th. Right now, what I'm doing is going through on Instagram and sending everybody on Instagram their stuff for the letter reveal. My mom pointed out that I could have just messaged everybody on Instagram and asked them to give me their email, but I figured it's probably not going to be that much harder to do it on Instagram. I just wouldn't have been able to bulk it in advance. So we're going to go through the process of sending them their letter, their thing, and going from there. And let's see and hope that it works. Okay, so I was able to email a few from the emails that I have, like, since, I just had their email. So I was able to email a few, went to Instagram for the rest of them, and I realized how glad I am that I did this 3 days early, because, I need to have their confirmation, hopefully. So we shall see if I get their confirmation. At least on Instagram, I can see when they've read it, so that'll be nice. And then on the email, I just said, hey, just let me know you got the email. Also, like an idiot, I just kept copying and pasting, from the Instagram stuff. So when I found out that I could email a few, I copy and pasted, my, script that I was doing. And then I would paste in their specific, tags and stuff. But in the email I was sending to people, it said, hey, I know I said I would email this, but like a silly person, I forgot to collect your email through the Google form, so I'm sending it to you on Instagram. But, I wasn't, because, I had already at that point figured out I could email some of them. So, some of them have an email. If you got an email that said, hey, like a silly person, I can't email this to you, and it's literally an email, just know that I'm a little insane, because I just don't catch things. Yeah, I did get everybody. That feels really good that it is done. I feel just a little bit stressed. I'm okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 on Instagram, 6 on email. Tessie has already gotten back with me. Love it, Tessie. Thank you. Feels good to have that done, though. Yeah. But the stress is not over. We still have stress. Yeah. Now, hopefully, though, the reason why I stopped to think, is there anybody that I can email? Because as I was going, I'm like, shoot, hopefully Instagram doesn't flag me for sending so many messages, because I know people can get flagged for sending too many messages. So I'm like, because each person got 3 or 4 individual text boxes. 3 individual text boxes, 2 images. So I'm like, crap. If I do that for all 20 people, will Instagram flag me for like bot-like behavior? And so I'm like, okay, is there anybody that I can email? So I'm glad I thought of that. So I actually don't know what I'm gonna do if somebody doesn't respond to me. Haven't actually thought of that. That was not a stressor that had occurred to me. It had occurred to me, like, what if somebody doesn't post? But it didn't occur to me that what if somebody doesn't even, like, confirm they got the image? The problem with it that I didn't really explain well in my previous vlog was that this is kind of you have to go through every post to get the full picture, but you have to, so like, for example, we have Tessie. Tessie is participating. Tessie is number 9, I believe. I think Tessie's number 9. So in Tessie's caption, she's going to say, I have number 9 of the scavenger hunt. Go check out, I don't know who she directs to, but I know Melanie is also doing this. So go check out Melanie's page for number 10. So let's say if Melanie doesn't post, you lose the connection, the link to the next post. Do you know what I mean? So I'm posting 1 and 2. So if number 3 doesn't post, essentially the whole chain is just lost, because the person I'm directing to doesn't post, they can't direct you to the next person who's posting, so on and so forth. Does that make any sense? Because I wasn't really, in my post, I wasn't going to give everybody who's participating. I was going to come after the fact. People need to be more patient. You submitted people need to be more patient. I had somebody message me yesterday. No, they had sent in a message on Sunday on Fiverr. And Sunday was Mother's Day, so I was spending with my mother. I was busy yesterday with client work and just feeling really overwhelmed yesterday. And so I didn't get to their message. And they're like, cancel this. You took too long to respond. I'm like, guys, be patient with me. I will get to you. All right, what was I saying? If one person does not post, it breaks the link. That's where I was stressing. I've also had awesome people reach out and say, hey, if somebody doesn't post, let me know and I'll post. And I'm like, oh, thank you. So that's nice. It's all gonna be a-okay. But yeah, that's me right now. I just finished that. What else do I have to do today? I actually need to post on Instagram. I'm feeling like I could take a nap. It's 2 o'clock, so if I nap now or if I wait for an hour, nap. So many decisions. Now this is definitely a baby sign, like for a baby's bedroom, but I just found it really inspirational, so I got it. Come on now, that's so inspirational. You can't tell me it's not. I mean, you can. To be fair, I brought it home, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And then I read it out loud, and I'm like, sounds a bit like someone's talking to like a toddler. Like, you'll grow up into your big dreams. Fine, I still stand by it. I also have that. It's just like the next week is gonna all be in the 80s, so I have to have it. It's a lot noisier than my other one was. I don't know if you can hear it on camera, but it's very noisy. So I actually just launched the cover reveal sign up for the cover reveal for book 1. I actually put the title in the form. Thank God I caught it before I sent it out. But yeah, the title was in the form. Whew, dodged a bullet there. But today's Wednesday. Last night I did all of the kind of cover reveal stuff, with making graphics, all that kind of jazz. And I did not write last night. We're going to sit down and we're going to talk about my deadline after I edit the footage up to this point, because I have no idea what I've talked about before, but I got to edit the video and just make sure, see what I've got. But we're going to talk about the deadline, because I don't think y'all are going to be happy with me. But we'll talk about it. But not now, because my battery's dying, and I just didn't realize it was. So we're going to charge you, and we're going to talk. Someplace where the air conditioning is not too noisy. Plus, I also need to check and make sure it's not noisy, so I'll edit this clip, and we'll check it out. But I also wanted to say, you guys were so sweet about the cleaning my bedroom video. I was so nervous. But you guys are very kind about it, and I really, really appreciate it. So, love you. Love you. Okay, we are actually going to do it out here. I'm gonna move you closer. So the air conditioning was pretty loud. So next time when I film in there, I'll probably just have to turn it off when I'm filming and then turn it back on when I'm done. Because it was just a wee bit louder than I would have liked, to be quite honest. But this is the end of the vlog, last clip, and it's probably going to be a long one, so buckle up. Not too long. But I do want to touch on a few things. I did have everybody confirm with me in some sort of way that they were going to be ready for Friday. Whether that be just liking or just saying got it, they confirmed. So yes, I'm interested in seeing how Friday's still gonna go. But it is one weight off my shoulders that at least they confirmed. And I do want to say a quick thank you to everybody who is participating and helping me out with this, who is posting. You guys absolutely rock. I cannot thank you enough, and thank you for making this exciting. I probably won't be able to do this again because the next book has literally so many words. 6 words in the title. So that would be so many letters. So I probably won't be able to do this again, at least not for book 2, maybe book 3. But yeah, and I don't know, but I'm just still excited for it regardless. So if you are posting it by participating by posting, thank you. And if you're also participating by going on the hunt for the letters, thank you as well. This was the editing on a deadline and title reveal scavenger hunt build up vlog. So the one thing we didn't talk about was the editing on my deadline vlog, which the day you're watching this is March. No, it's not March. May 13th, and May 13th was my deadline to send my book back to the editor. I'm starting over. Again. At this point, I need to make a t-shirt that says, like, I'm starting my draft for the, like, 75th time or something hilarious, because how many times have I started this book over? Several. I sat down I don't know how many nights ago it was at this point, a few nights ago, and I'm like, what would make this book better? Because something's missing. I got no clue what's missing. Something's missing. And so I sat down with just a pen and my notebook, and I just started writing out ideas, like random. I had some random stuff. By the end of that session, I'm like, okay, I have several more ideas that would make the book interesting. I focused on what my plot holes were right now. So, like, my characters' motivations, what were they? Okay, I didn't really have them fleshed out very well. And my main character has 2 parents. What are their motivations for things? What is the dad's job? What does the dad do? Her best friend's family dynamic is kind of complicated, and that plays a role in the book, but it wasn't really in the book. So there were so many things that in my head existed, but they were not on the page. So if it's not translating into the writing, that's a problem, because the reader is not going to know those things that are in my head. Does that make sense? I know that makes sense. So that was an issue. Time I realized all these things I wanted to change, and a way to make the love interest motivation more interesting and more engaging, a way to make the main character's motivations more engaging, a way to up the stakes, because at the point where I was at in that draft, like, there wasn't really anything keeping my main character and the love interest apart aside from a cliche, and I just was not satisfied with that. And so by the time that I realized there was so much I wanted to change, I had 5 days until the deadline. 5 days until the deadline to send it to my developmental editor. And I could still send this to my developmental editor and tell her the changes that I want to make. I feel like it would be kind of a waste, not a waste of money, because I would still get some great feedback, but it would be feedback on a draft I'm planning to massively overhaul. Do you know what I mean? So it didn't really feel like something that was smart to do right now. So I messaged my editor and I asked her if we could postpone it, and she said of course. And so hopefully I'll be able to get it to her by next month, by the end of next month, by the end of June, because from now until then it's going to be all hands on deck. on that draft. I do have copy edits of book 1. I think I can juggle both. I think it'll be okay enough to juggle. I have time enough to do both. Because I'm also thinking about pushing back the release day of book 1, but that's going to be a different conversation for a different vlog, I think. Initially it was set for August 1st, but I was thinking about pushing it back to the middle of August. We're going to talk about that once I get that finalized. So normally I wouldn't say it in a vlog if it's not finalized, but I do have time for both these books. To be quite honest, I have all the time in the world. Like, nothing is set in stone yet. I haven't established a pre-order yet. You know, I've announced dates, but dates can always be pushed back until like the pre-order is set. So I'm not worried about it. And now that I have the editing deadline off my shoulders, I feel like I can be more creative. I also finished all of my Fiverr deadline stuff. I have like all of the back-to-back orders anyway. I do have more orders, but they're more spaced out and more manageable than the do one every day, sometimes 2 a day. I am in a much better headspace than I was in these past few days, where I was really overwhelmed the past few vlogs. But I do feel really excited about book 2 and the direction it's going in. It's still the same trope, it's still the same characters, and still the same gist of the story, but there's just more layers added in to make it feel less cookie cutter and more like specific Sarah Sutton genre. I was actually rereading through Two Kinds of Us the other day, and I'm like, I just love this vibe, the vibe of this story, and I really wanted to interject that vibe into this book too. So fingers crossed we can do it, but I actually do feel really good about this change. Why I think this is different from the changes before, where I have stopped the draft and started again and done that several times, because this is going on the 5th time now? 4th, 5th? We've restarted this draft so many freaking times. But what makes this one different is that I feel like the conflict, like I have a full understanding of why it wasn't working. Before, I kind of could guess why it wasn't working, or I'm like, I don't know why it's working, so I'm just going to start from the beginning and work my way back through. I didn't know, but I have a full understanding now of why it's not working and how I plan to fix that. And I feel like upping the stakes, upping the tension, upping the sexual tension, I guess, is exactly the route I want to go. And to make it more of like, it's the trope isn't really forbidden romance, but make it more of that kind of like vibe, you know, like I want you but I can't have you kind of vibe. And I now know reasons why they can't be together as the book goes on. So I feel really good about that. I think that's what's going to make this draft a lot different. And I'm excited to do all the vlogs. I'm going to give myself like week by week deadlines and things I want goals to accomplish. That's the word, goals to accomplish. So keep an eye on the vlogs, because I am going to be doing that. That means I need to start planning my weeks again. I have fallen off the wagon on that, unfortunately, but we're gonna get back to it. It's gonna be good. But yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to talk about. I think that's it. If you haven't gone over to Instagram yet and participated in the scavenger hunt, please do. Stop by my page first at Sarah May Sutton and follow the whole train, and by the end of it you will have the title. And then comment the little notebook emoji on my post if you know the title. I do still ask you guys to keep it quiet once you do figure it out. Don't spoil it for those who do not participate in the scavenger hunt, but you will still get to know it a few days early, and if you want to DM me your thoughts on the title, you definitely can as well. But I'm so excited. So it's crazy to think that the day you're watching this, literally the time that you're watching this, the scavenger hunt is underway. I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 6 young adult romance books, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!